good evening, and welcome on today's call for the Bigwhale. Now today, it's a very special day for so many reasons. Why? Because first of all, on today's call, I'm having two experts about the blockchain and the crypto space. Now this Monday, ladies and gentlemen, it's also very, very important because 3 hours ago, I did the first transaction with the Flip Me card. Yes, I know this call is dedicated to the Bigwhale, but it's connected to the Bigwhale payouts in the future. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, once again, the first transaction with the Flip Me cards was done 3 hours ago. This week we will test it, but in order to get more information, don't miss tomorrow's call, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 8 p.m. Dubai time, in order to get the latest news and updates, and of course, the day, the hour, the minute, and the second when the Flip Me, one of our partners definitely connected to the Bigwhale, is gonna be launched. Now, once again, let's start this call with the meme coin expert, the crypto expert, the gentleman who is several years in the blockchain and into the crypto space, in order to give us the updates, what is happening with the airdrops, what is happening with vodka, what are the plans for the future, and of course, what is the current situation. Ladies and gentlemen, on today's call, for the start, I would like to welcome Mr. Benjamin Nutini. Right now, he's in Dubai. A few weeks ago, he was in Latin America for a short vacation, but he came back in order to give us all the insights and all the information. Benjamin, welcome on today's call. As I said already last week, our community missed you. That's why what is new in the meme coin era, what is new to all the projects that they are connected with us.
Definitely. Thank you for having me on the call tonight, Domen. Always excited to be here with the community. There's definitely a lot of exciting things around the corner when we talk about the Bigwhale Launchpad. I'll share something with everybody. I don't know if everybody's aware of this just yet, but as we know, Willie the meme coin is going to be a very exciting major project. And I got something from one of our social media teams just the other day, and I think that a lot of people are going to be interested in going and checking this out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link. It's a link to Twitter, x.com, the official account for Willie the meme coin, and there was a video that was released. I don't know if you've already seen it. I'm sure you have. And when I saw this video, I was getting excited. I was like, wow, there's about to be a very high quality production project put together here. And so for everybody who's purchased the Bigwhale, everybody who's currently active on x.com, formerly known as Twitter, this is the link I just shared with everybody. It'll bring you right to the account. You don't have to click on it right now, but maybe you can save it for the end of this call, or if you can't resist, you can go check it out. But I highly suggest you go follow Big Willie. It's the real Big Willie X account, and they're going to continue to put a lot of updates on there about Willie the meme coin and about the Bigwhale Launchpad. And so it's really cool, the concept that's been put together. We know that at Ultron and in this entire ecosystem, we're focused on solving problems. A lot of people talk about the mass adoption of cryptocurrency. There's people who really want to see that happen. But we know that until there's a lot of problems are solved, until this industry becomes simpler and easier, mass adoption won't take place. And so a lot of our projects, when you look at what we're doing, we're looking at solving problems. And so when we think about the Bigwhale Launchpad, we are creating a safe haven for meme coins. People love the meme coin industry. It's massive. It's continuously growing, and people really enjoy partaking in these projects, in these communities, in these concepts. People have a lot of fun with it. But, there's a lot of nefarious characters out there. There's a lot of people who are doing different types of scams. And we aim with the Bigwhale Launchpad to put a stop to that type of behavior. And we can't stop it altogether, but what we can do is we can create a space where where those types of activities aren't taking place, right? And so I love this video that they posted, starting the legacy, the legend, the story, because, it doesn't give you the whole character, but it shows you, Big Willie is like a superhero, man. He's saving the day. And he's coming to save the meme coin world from all these serial scammers that have been raiding the internet for years and years and years. So I'm excited for that. I love that. I think that's a lot of fun. People should go engage with that and check it out. On top of that, we know that we're also solving a major problem when it comes to Akasha. And Akasha is solving the problem of connectivity between blockchains. People have a hard time understanding what is a blockchain, how does it work, and we try to make it as simple and easy for people to understand. Blockchains are like ecosystems. They act in their own world. Like the Binance Smart Chain is an ecosystem. The Ethereum mainnet is an ecosystem. But for years and years, they have not easily interacted. You can't send Ethereum to Binance. You can't send Binance to Ethereum, at least not very easily. It's a cumbersome process. And with Akasha, we're solving that problem. And you guys have seen what's transpiring on the Akasha chart. The new launch of the nodes is incredibly exciting. There's a lot of value there for all of the community members. I think this is one of the most revolutionary products to be launched in the Web3 space in a long time, and probably one of the biggest opportunities for an affiliate, for a marketer to go out and have such a powerful product to go share with the world, right? We know that, of course, as affiliates, as marketers, we want to make good returns on the products that we're selling. But more importantly, we want our customers, we want our clienteles, we want our friends, we want our families participating in something that's going to leave them happy, leave them excited. And that's what we have with the Akasha nodes. It's in my opinion going to be one of the most revolutionary concepts long term. And then we also have Kimba the White Lion. We have been behind the scenes focusing on basically you could call it like a rebirth of Kimba. I'm not going to talk about all the details and give that away. We've been really behind the scenes focused on this, but we've also been patiently waiting. Because currently, when we look at the Solana ecosystem, there has been a tremendous amount of liquidity drained from the market. And so we're not going to continue to wait forever, but we're looking for the right times in the overall market. We know Solana took a big hit, and let me tell you why. There was obviously the overall cryptocurrency market had a retracement. Bitcoin is hanging out around 82,000 right now. So we know when Bitcoin is coming down, the rest of the market's following it. But there was something that happened a few months ago where a large amount of Solana was actually unlocked to early investors. So these early investors obviously purchased their Solana at a very nominal price compared to where it is today and compared to where it was a couple months ago. And there was massive sell pressure in the entire Solana ecosystem. So right now, Solana is sitting around $125. In January, it was over $260. So I understand people, get frustrated when there's major dips on meme coins or other projects, but look at Solana. It's one of the biggest projects in the entire cryptocurrency world, and it's down more than 50% from where it was in January. So just know that this is common in the cryptocurrency space. This is where smart people are accumulating, and smart people are buying more tokens. So what I'll say about Kimba is one last thing. We have some very special things in the works for the Kimba project. I'm not at liberty currently to give you all of the details, but we have some very, very big things in store and in place, and we will begin to implement those as we continue to move forward. I understand a lot of people, they want instant results, they want things to happen overnight. I saw the same thing with Akasha, being a part of that project from the very launch. We had about a 3-month period where Akasha was just consistently going down. There was consistently a price and value decrease. And then a couple of things shifted, and for 6 weeks straight, 7 weeks straight almost, we saw massive increase in price, new all-time highs, and the price of Akasha went from under 20 cents to over $3.50. So I'm telling you right now, patience is a virtue. You're connected with a community of people who are working tirelessly on all fronts, and we have a lot of good things in store. The last thing I'll share is that I anticipate April to be a very nice bounce back month for the cryptocurrency market overall. We're definitely not done with this bull run. A lot of people are starting to feel bearish. We're not done. A lot of things have just been suppressed by what's been going on in the U.S. market. Of course, Trump is a pro-crypto president, but he's also been playing a lot of political games. He's been introducing tariffs and creating a whole lot of mayhem in the financial markets around the world. And as we continue to see some of those situations smooth out, which they actually are, we'll see not just the crypto market, but all financial markets have a massive rally. So just know what goes down must come back up, and we're going to see a very strong rebound here soon. So thank you guys so much for having me on the call, Domen. Always a pleasure to be here and share the updates and details of the projects, Bigwhale, and everything we have going on. Oh, one last thing. Vodka will be launching very soon. I continuously talk to the founder. I think he's done the right thing. I know a lot of people are upset about it, but I agree 100% with him holding off, even though he's held off a significantly long time. He said, I don't care. People are mad. People are frustrated. They want me to launch it, but I'm not going to do what's wrong for the project, and I'm confident that launching right now is not the right time. And I said, okay, well, you know what? I trust your opinion. You haven't been wrong yet. And since I've known the guy, and so I think he's done the right thing. And so I know everybody is anxious, but over the last couple of months was not the right time to launch a project, especially in the Solana ecosystem. So thank you guys so much. Domen, I'll pass the call back to you, brother.
Thank you very much, Benjamin, for all the updates. And of course, you are more than welcome next week with the new exciting things. Benjamin, thank you. Now I would like to invite on the call the gentleman who is having a private session every Wednesday. This is the gentleman who just recently had his own masterclass here in Dubai. Of course, we were there and he literally just blew everyone's minds. Vitaly Dubinin, thank you very much for joining this call. Our community is excited about everything what is going on, either to the Bigwhale, either to Ultron's Layer 1 blockchain, either to the FlipMe, because everything is running on USC20 protocol. But even more important is, please, Vitaly, share with us what is happening with the crypto. Where do you see it? Once again, you are one of the most knowledgeable guys in this space, where everything can go in the upcoming weeks and in the upcoming months.
Thank you, Domen. Well, first of all, I'm very excited that you announced that FlipMe just started to be used by you a couple hours ago. This is fantastic news, and I think everyone in the community is so excited to start using FlipMe more. And everything going on with Akasha, Layer 0 solution, this is bringing a lot of innovation to our platform community, and something that we are first to know about it. And looking at all the crypto performance over the last several months, Akasha stands as a big contrast because pretty much 99% of the altcoins are deeply in the red, as well as all the rest of the market. And Akasha is printed, I think, more than 1,500% gains over the same period of time, which is something super exciting, as everyone in the community have been informed that something big is coming for the Akasha ecosystem. So many great updates. I love to hear about the Bigwhale, the meme coin, and the launchpad, and things are moving forward. As far as the crypto market, well, Domen, what can I say? It's not been the easiest 3 months. In the first quarter, actually, has been one of the worst quarters in the history of crypto, and something that a lot of people have not anticipated, actually, because of how bullish is the crypto government in the US became, with hosting the first ever crypto summit in the White House this month in March, and so much excitement for the Bitcoin strategic reserve that is right now half of United States start to pass the bill of investing like 10% of the different state income to Bitcoin, to acquiring Bitcoin. And now there is growing chance that they will pass the bill and legislation to allow US to buy up to 1 million Bitcoin over the coming years. So when you hear something like that, and of course it's surprising to many why crypto is not pumping, why it was the worst quarter, why we see altcoins are bleeding so heavy. If you look at the today's actually closing, the 3 months. You can see over here, this is a 3 months chart. It's closing today in the next 7 hours, and heavily rejected over here. So why is this happening? And the big reason is, look at what's going on in the stock market. I mean, the stock market is crashing heavily. We are right now approaching not recession, but we are getting more alarming signals that we might see some problems, and the uncertainty is reaching peak levels. Uncertainty in the markets. Companies, stockholders, they don't know what to do. The big reason why is 2nd of April might be a huge escalation to the trade wars by Donald Trump, raising a whole bunch of tariffs on import goods from many countries, and this creates an escalation because these countries reciprocate. They also raise tariffs. The prices start to rise on all the goods, and in the economy, things start to be more expensive. So, for example, if you look at the automobiles, if you look at the car industry in the United States, it's not been like the U.S. company like Tesla is not really producing all of its parts in USA. They actually import a lot of the car parts from outside of US, and all of these import fees that are now increased, meaning that all the cars in US are now going to be cost more money, right? So the economy doesn't like that. We see Tesla is plummeting, and many other stocks, and of course Bitcoin and crypto as a risk on like assets more even than the stock market is going in tandem and reacting to this crash in the stock market. If you look at the gold, for example, gold has been surging, and not like the stocks or the crypto. Gold has been printing new all-time highs. But this situation is temporary, because every time we're seeing major panic in the markets, every time we're seeing such a big sell-offs, like hedge funds are selling stocks and all of this uncertainty, we always have something show up, like from the Federal Reserve, that all of a sudden they start to print more money, they start to save the economy, they start to inject liquidity into the markets and lower the interest rates, and all of these things will start to contribute massively back into the crypto market. We are seeing that the big corporations like Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy continues to buy like crazy. He just announced that he bought another $2 billion of Bitcoin and now holds 528,000 Bitcoins, and it's estimated that 25% of all the S&P 500 companies are going to follow the Bitcoin strategy, which means acquiring more and more Bitcoin. And we're seeing that Jerome Powell himself from the Federal Reserve is declaring that banks are perfectly able to serve crypto customers, right? Thinking about all of this custody solutions for the banks, and bringing crypto adoptions to the masses, much even more masses of people. I think what we're seeing with the ETFs of Bitcoin that we've seen day after day after day over the last several weeks, actually more buying happening. All of these companies, they're seeing the price of Bitcoin, which is trading around $83,000 right now, and they've been accumulating. So I would call it an accumulation phase, reaccumulation phase. This is what's happening right now. Companies are keep accumulating because they see the overall the overall crypto stance of the legislations and the governments are very, very positive. We're seeing that both of the sons of Donald Trump are heavily invested in Bitcoin, advising into different companies, and they're keeping buying not just Bitcoin, but also altcoins, and they're seeking to buy more. They openly talk about it. So they're seeing a more of a longer term picture instead of focusing on the short term, which next week is expected to be probably one of the most, very volatile weeks because of this uncertainty about the tariffs and everything else. We might see a volatile week, but if you zoom out a little bit, if you see, not a couple of months, but if you see like on a yearly basis, we are still looking extremely, extremely bullish, and the year is not over. The year is not over yet, So it is likely that we are going to see, basically another move to the upside, just like we've seen the 50 line of exponential moving average has been holding, and then we go up, then it's going back down to the line, and we go one up. So we are right now once again supported by this line, and chances are we're going to continue and print another move higher. It's just we need to live through this volatility in the stock market. I don't think that Donald Trump is going to completely crash the economy and allow the recession to happen. He just became a president 2 months ago. Imagine if the economy goes into recession, people losing jobs left and right, and all of this craziness. I don't think they're going to allow this to happen. So, short term, yes, volatile, but longer term, they're going to inject a lot of liquidity. Stocks are going to start pumping again. Crypto is going to start pumping again. And the next phase, especially for the altcoins, are going to be very, very volatile to the upside. That's what I'm seeing. So if you survive this 3 months, it's not been easy for anyone in crypto whatsoever, and overall in the world, it's been not easy at all. Trillions has been wiped out from the stock market, but this is short term. But long term, we still see the bull market is intact, like it's still on, right? We don't see a sign that we are in a bear market territory. Even if we dip to the $72,000 level, around this important level of support for Bitcoin, even if we dip into this, as long as we don't stay there for days and days, we can dip there, rebound, and go higher. It's still gonna be in a bull market territory. So don't stress. Don't stress out and zoom out. Everything is going to be great.
Vitali, FinUp, it's connected, of course, to the Bigwhale platform. I know that you are having deposits inside of the FinUp. Once again, not a financial advice, but one more thing. What is your opinion for everyone who is having inside of the Bigwhale platform, inside of the FinUp, into the trading strategy? What would be your advice? Time to panic or time to wait? Once again, based on all the reasons that you mentioned it before.
It's a great question. The time to be more concerned and worried is always when the market is euphoric, when the market is super greedy and the prices are irrationally going up and up and up and up. That's when you should start being more worried and like, oh, maybe I should take my profits out of the table, and time to sell. But this time you're selling at a big profits. It's a good thing. But when the market is very fearful, when the prices are extremely down, and when we're seeing that the panics are in the market, it's definitely the worst time that you can panic and sell in those conditions. This is exactly how you lose. If you sell and give in to those emotions, that's how you lose. But if anything, right now, you can be buying more, you can be adding more into the position because everything FinUp is in altcoins and every new deposits is going to be buying the crypto cheaper. It's like if you want to buy, for example, a Ferrari costs, let's say, $1 million and a good one. A very good one, and it goes on sale to $500,000. It's like why wouldn't you buy? Because it's on sale. It's the same with many of the altcoins that are on a huge sell right now. Like Solana is down from 290 to 120. I mean, it's on a huge discount right now. So buying in and actually adding your positions right now is the best thing that you can do, but definitely not panicking and not selling because it's not the time. You never make money when you're selling on the fear when everyone is selling. So hold tight, and if anything, you can buy more. You can add to the positions.
We will hold it tight. Vitali, thank you very much for joining this call. Once again, education is important, and we could be more happier to have you inside of in our team in order to give us all the insights. Vitali, thank you very much, and hope to see you also on all the next calls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we are speaking about the Bigwhale, we are speaking about several companies connected to the Bigwhale. First of all, first one, of course, it's the FinUp. It's a trading platform indirectly connected to Binance. If you buy the Bigwhale package, you can also start to enjoy the trading profits. You are getting lifetime license for it. Once again, it's the most important information literally for 2025 or for this week. Depends how you look at it. The second company that it will start to contribute to the Bigwhale payouts and to the payment hub holders is the launch of the FlipMe. Once again, today I already did my first transaction. This week we will test it. On tomorrow's call, we will reveal when we will officially launch it. Once again, everything is ready. The tests are happening, and I can be more than excited to tell you that the second company will start to contribute to the Bigwhale payouts. If you are here for the first time, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you how you can benefit from all the companies that they are connected to the Bigwhale. You can buy the Bigwhale package, bigger one you have, higher maximum payout you will get based on the different kind of streams of income. Now, I didn't finish this call, and I don't want to finish it with this, with these announcements. First of all, the third company that it will start to contribute to the Bigwhale payout is, of course, the partnership Lotto Day with the EarnBet. Now, right now, there is happening, ladies and gentlemen, the integration between Mavi Global Back Office, Lotto Day, and the platform named the EarnBet, We announced this literally 5 weeks ago. At this moment, the integration it's happening. And if you go on earnbet.io, you will see that this is one of the biggest platforms on the planet when we are speaking about gaming. We are not speaking about the company that was established weeks ago or months ago. We are speaking about the technology giant that signed the official contract with the Lotto Day. This company started to exist in 2018, and so far they have paid out more than $2 billion of winnings. Now, of course, for all the Mavi Global members, there is going to be an extra bonus into the first deposit. And once again, EarnBet with the Lotto Day will start to have a profit share with all the gaming hubs and the Bigwhale package holders. Now, when we are speaking about exclusive one-time bonus, if you want to try, or if you will start to play on the first deposit, you can get 10% up to 100% bonus. Once again, when this will happen, ladies and gentlemen, it will happen next week, this time at this hour, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 8 p.m. Dubai time. We will have the official launch of the partnership and the platform with Mavi Global, Lotto Day, and EarnBet together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this call was a little bit different. This week we have so many surprises. We started today with the Flip Me, and I promise you that we will give you even more exciting news during this week. For today, for this call, for the Bigwhale, I would like to say thank you very much and see you on the next call 25 minutes from now, when we will speak about Akasha and the latest technology of Ultron Foundation called the Layer Zero. Good night and see you soon.
Recording stopped.